Welcome back to Zalaris Norseman Xtreme Triathlon. We are now down in Austbygde and are placed in T2, the start of the run. So we're going to have a walk around, talk to some people, and just see what's happened here.
And Jakob, as we said on Mount Iming, a lot of people says that Norseman starts here in Austbygde. And how does it feel to get here finally?
It's good to finally be here, and it was actually, to talk a little bit about the end of the bike ride, it was a rough car drive down here as well. The road is still quite bumpy, and it's so much longer than you think. It looks like it's going to end at all time that you're here, but it just keeps going and going and going and going. There was also a little bit of rain, so the athletes get wet up there, and so I think they're quite happy to get down here now. I've been watching a few of them coming in now, and you can see now that they are tired, stiff legs, sore muscles, so
and stiff necks. Yeah. We have seen many people now stretching their backs, stretching their necks, and we heard from one of the crew here. She told us that one female athlete here, she screamed that I'm looking so much forward to the run, but let's see. 500 meters into the run, a lot of athletes tend to start missing their bikes as well. But Jakob, we see here, just as we did in T1, a lot of different kind of solutions how people do their changing here. In contrast to the T1, there are not any designated places anymore. You just find yourself a place and you change, and then you clean the support clean up. What was kind of your routines when you were here?
Well, first of all, as you can see, the difference also here is that they are allowed to bring the support team. So what we're going to see is that the support is allowed to take your bike as soon as you enter T2, and they have made all your gear ready. And the main difference here is that a lot of people right now get more comfortable. We see chairs, towels, they change socks and everything. When I raced, I was trying to be kind of fast. So if there was wet conditions, I only put on dry socks because, again, comfort, and then shoes, nothing more. So I usually was quite quick here in T2. But again, it is good to get maybe a dry running t-shirt, dry socks, to just get a fresh feeling before you start the run. I think it helps just to have that feeling, and also a little bit on the mental side of it, actually.
And now we see Cameron from Team Stout coming in here. We'll take a walk up to Cameron and see if we can have some few words from him. He's looking focused, doesn't he?
Yeah, we can at least look what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he has also chosen not to use the bike setup place, so he's just placed himself here on the grass. Hi Cameron, how are you doing? You're looking good.
You're looking fast.
Don't feel that way. But I'm here. I made it.
Yeah, Cameron is here. He has done a fantastic job here, and a lot of athletes in Norseman actually choose not to run the whole competition with the tri-suit, and a lot of athletes that we've seen already here, they actually change from the bike bib or the tri-suit until clean running clothes, and I think that's a good idea, Jacob.
Yeah, I think that as well. The running part now for Cameron will be, I don't know how fast he is on running, but I would guess about 4.5, maybe 5 hours. So it's a long time still to be racing, and you have the time to have a little bit more comfort when you're now running, I think.
Yeah, and we spoke about this earlier. Comfort beats aerodynamic positions for many athletes, not all, but for many. And for sure, when it comes to the running, comfort beats being fast in transition too, for sure.
Absolutely.
And then we see Cameron leaving, transition to a kind of fast T2, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that was perfect for Norseman. He's ready now, and maybe a smart thing now is not to pace too hard in the beginning. I mean, after a 180k bike ride, you're going to use different muscles, so it's a slower start to just get adjusted to running is smart.
Yeah, and I think that a common problem here is that you really want to run fast. You feel light, you're using different muscles, as you say, Jacob, and the thing is the first 2, 3, 4, 500 meters, people tend to feel kind of fresh because they can stand erect again after a long time, then bend over on the bike with their neck in a kind of awkward position. They can finally stretch out, but the muscles are really, really tired. And we have seen some movies from Iver Anton Krostad on Instagram, seeing massive cramps when he started running. And it's kind of hard to get out of those type of cramps. There are ways, of course, but it's a hard way to start.
It's a hard way to start, and again, you're up for a 42k run, and also we have to say a little bit about the temperature. I was so surprised. We were up at Imingfjell last time we were on live, and it was about 14, 15, 16 degrees, and down here again it's 20 degrees and it's quite humid. So the air is very different. So it's going to be even though the sun isn't up right now, it's going to be a hot run, I think.
Yeah, and that's the odd thing about Norseman, because you have this massive contrast from the morning today, humid, warm conditions in the middle of the night, fog, and then up to the Hardangervidda Plateau, a bit colder, clear weather, beautiful tailwind, and then you suddenly come down here, as you say, it's hot, it's humid, and this will be trying conditions, especially for those with bigger bodies who can't handle heat that well.
Exactly.
And of course these conditions up in Zombie Hill are killing you. There the air is much more still and you're going like turn to turn to turn in really steep conditions.
We will cover more of the run a little bit later on, but I think we can say a little bit about what they can expect now for the first 20k and for the rest of the race. They say that the first 25k is flat. It's not flat. It's going up and down, but not hilly. It's just like a moving terrain all the way, with very long stretches. So again, it's a really mental run, I would say, and it lasts forever. And you from here you cannot see Mount Gaustad. You just run along the roadside, and you are waiting to see the mountain, to see the finish line, which you can see for hours. But it's a tough run. So and then you come to Zombie Hill, and then everything changes again, and then you're going up to the mountains, and that's a new game for the third time during this run. So
yeah, and as you say, you see quite far away, and if you turn the camera over there, you actually see the other side of the road, far over there with the houses. And when you run out here, you can basically see athletes running on the other side. And I also remember, every time I was there, I thought, can't they make a bridge over there? Yeah. It's kind of hard, but let's see if we can have some words with some of the athletes. Yes. And again, a word of caution: you can see nudity here. People do change from cycling clothes to running clothes, but that is of course perfectly permitted.
And
excuse me, start number 188. How are you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Is it good to be off the bike?
Yes.
Do you want to burn it?
Well, I'll put it in storage for a few months now.
Yeah. How do you think the running legs are going to be?
Terrible, but that's the fun part, isn't it?
But how is the day going on according to your plan?
A bit behind, I guess. Too hot.
Yeah, it's hotter than we expected, for sure.
But it's fun. Yeah.
A good experience.
Yeah. Somehow it actually turned out to be quite hard. I don't know.
Yeah, it often is here at Norseman. How has your support been?
Perfect. They have been absolutely smashing.
It's a dumb thing to say that you're not happy at this point, isn't it?
I'm happy.
And how has it been to follow your athlete today?
Very, yeah, I'm a bit exhausted now.
Yeah, it's hard. It's harder to support than I think.
We only parked and we have just ran to meet him, so it's yeah, you cannot relax.
No, for sure. But it gets
It's fun. It's very fun. Yeah.
but it gets a little bit calmer after a while now on the run.
I have a question. Are you going to run together with your athletes to the top?
Som vi yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also all the way to the top?
Yes.
You have to take good care of him. It looks like you're doing it.
Of course, of course.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And again, we see the fantastic team play here between the athlete and the support. And again, this is a unique thing. We see now Øystein from the Marshall team here about to leave. We have to catch him before he leaves us. Øystein, how has the day been for you guys out there?
It's been very good. The nice weather, and the athletes have been awesome this year. There's almost no drafting, and they have behaved very good. But we have given some penalties, and that's due to the support team, and especially parking on the wrong side has been a lot of this year. So we have been quite strict on that, and hopefully that will be better the next years. We see that when we enforce something one year, and then it gets better the year after. So
Yeah, and for those of you who are watching this, just so you know, people who are riding themselves but have support who violate the traffic rules will actually get penalties. So just as I say, the athletes have been behaving perfectly out there, but you can still get a penalty in the penalty box here, typically 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yes.
For the way the support drives, and that is a really good thing because there's a lot of cars out there and can be some dangerous situations for sure. But the main job is maybe kind of coming to an end for you guys.
Now we think Zombie Hill will also be a lot of work, and since the weather forecast is not that good, so we will also have some people in the mountain. Some of us starting from the top, going down, and some of us starting at 37 and going up to the summit.
But to sum it up, it has been a good year for you guys. A few violations and athletes who are behaving well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been a very good year.
Perfect. Well, best of luck to you for the rest of the day. And see you around.
Yeah.
And as you guys talked about the penalty, we listened to the intercom on the way down here, and at that point there was, I think, 10 yellow cards given, and as you said, only to the support teams, not the athletes.
Yeah, and in typical triathlons, the yellow cards and red cards are given mostly for drafting. Or that you lay behind an athlete too long before you pass, or that you use too long time to pass. And for those of you who are watching the live coverage who doesn't know the rules, you have to have 10 meters at least behind you and the bike in front of you. And if you're going to pass, you have to do it in a certain number of seconds. And if you can't do that, you have to pull back and place yourself at least 10 meters behind. And this is a thing that you see on many of the big races. That is a real problem, that people are basically laying 2 meters behind. But again, this hasn't happened to Norseman this year, and we have a massive number of motorcycles out there, both visible and sometimes hiding behind the bushes and stuff like that, and people are behaving.
And it is very important, I think, with those rules. We have seen through the last 10 to 15 years that the traffic really is increasing a lot. There has been a lot of traffic on the roads today, And there's not only support cars, there are family sharing and also tourists, and so it's a lot of cars. So it's important to pay attention to those rules. There is a guy in the penalty box now, but I think we keep our distance.
Yeah, leave him alone. And even though I guess it's a comfortable thing to have to sit down for 5 minutes, I guess he would rather use those minutes to change into his running shoes and get ready for the run. But again, the traffic here is increasing, both tourists and friends and family besides the support. So it's extremely important to set a good example that the support has to drive really carefully.
For sure. Should we take a little walk over again to this side? We are in Austbygda, which is a very small, it's not even a town, it's just like a community yeah. And I think this is kind of a big thing here as well, and people that lives here comes down and cheering on the athletes, and I think it's a nice day for them to be here as well.
Yeah, it has always been a lot of people here in Austbygda. There's a camping site beside there, and a lot of the camping tourists also come here to cheer the athletes on. And we have moved quite a good place down to. We are laying around 150 now, I guess.
Yeah,
150, 160, and there's a lot of people who have been here for a long time cheering on. But the cool thing also, we see a lot of people who have been cheering from the very start. Some familiar faces who have been to the swimming this morning really, really early, and they're still following the athletes. And they're not having a support job either. They're just being here, sharing the Norseman experience.
Yeah, and the girl you talked to earlier here from the support team of the other athlete, she also said she was starting to feel a little tired,
yeah.
and I think that's also an issue. You know, being a support is actually quite hard.
Yeah, for sure. And both you and I, Jacob, have done both competing ourselves, but also a lot of supporting. Besides doing this live coverage today, which is also kind of demanding, but supporting is extremely demanding of you. You have to be so alert, you have to follow the traffic rules, of course, but you also have to have control on the nutrition for your athletes. You have to be able to think, what did I give him or her the last time? How many grams of carbohydrate they have now? And what do they need the next time? And always try to think ahead, and where can I stop? Where can I do it safely? But of course, it slows down now on the run.
Yeah, and also for the support, it's you know, all the focus is on the athlete, and it's very easy to forget yourself.
Yeah.
So even though it's a very long day, a very long race, you forget to eat, you forget to drink, and then you are starting to at the Zombie Hill or up in Mount Gausta, and you haven't eaten almost anything at all, which is also, I mean, can be quite tough, because you are totally empty when you are supposed to be, you know, in shape to do the mountain. Because I mean, just the last part from Stafsro and up, that's
a tough mountain race. It's like a harsh mountain running.
Exactly, and that's like a day trip for a family on a Saturday. So, and you use, like, normal hiking is like 2.5 hours to walk up. So you have to be fit, and you have to be prepared to go up there. So.
And we have also seen many years that, you know, the it's sad to say, but the level of the support is actually the thing that, you know, you can lose the race if your support is too slow, to say it in an easy way, because you can't leave your support. So if you're a really fast guy or girl and your support can't follow you, you basically have to slow down to the level of your support, and that can be really frustrating. So having good support is still and has always been extremely important. We have some new guys coming in now, and We see they have one normal road bike and a road bike with clip-on bars here.
So, okay, this is kind of interesting because he's coming in right now and he has not prepared anything for his athlete. To the left, you can see another one is already prepared with shoes, hats, everything
And
for the
chair,
run.
and a chair.
And a chair. So it's very different how they do this and how fast they are.
And this can, you know, it can be, you can talk about minutes. If you have everything prepared here, everything streamlined, just as we saw in T1 this morning, you can be in and out in extremely fast time. But if you have to find everything while you're here, of course, you will use longer time, and you will not come any closer to Mount Gausta when you stand here looking for your socks. But again, the elite can be in and out here under a minute.
Yes, and another interesting thing about that is where we are now in the race. We are amongst the 160, the athletes fighting for the black T-shirt.
Yeah.
And now it's crucial to save time where you can save time, because when you're going to fight up Zombie Hill to the cutoff, it's not a good thing to have lost maybe 1 or 2 minutes sitting here in a chair when you could have come in as number 159 instead of 161. So how you spend your time during this part of the race might be important, especially for these people.
Yeah, and we see now that we are actually just around number 160 right now. The live tracking is some little time behind, but yeah, there's 167 are just running out now, and 76 are just running out now, and people are starting to think, okay, is it possible? Is it possible for me now to catch up with these guys during the run? And of course, a lot can happen during the run, but to this point, I don't think people have thought too much about, you know, the position. But from this point on, it will be more and more important, and we will see that the support starts to, you know, giving times to the next athlete, the athletes behind, and start to speculating if it's possible or not to get the black T-shirt.
Absolutely, and you have, as we said, a lot of time from now until the black finisher T-shirt cutoff. That's at I'm sorry, at the I have to see 37.7k.
Yeah.
is the black T-shirt cutoff. So you have a lot of time from here until that to actually go up the result list. So now it's 177, and if you're still fit and you're still motivated and your head is still working, it's possible.
Yeah, and we followed Hans-Petter Mellerud, the CEO of Zalaris, the main title sponsor of Norseman, and he is approaching T2 right now. He's just up the hill here on his bike, and he is in a position where it's still possible. He had a rough swim this morning, but he has catched up a lot on the bike, and I guess that he will use the rest of the day to hunt down the possibility for a black T-shirt. We just see now on the live tracking, for you guys who haven't watched it, take a look on the live tracking, but Christian Grue is still comfortably at the lead at Stavsro, and Christoph Mattinger, Juso Manninen and Hans Christian Tungensvik are hunting behind him. And I don't think it will be it's always interesting, but I think that it should happen a lot of things before Christian Grue loses his lead this year. And here we have Hans-Petter Mellerud.
Here it comes. So
it's been a long ride for these athletes now. They've been out for a really long time. Legs are stiff, and yeah, it's painful.
You can see that he is tired, but
smiling.
Still smiling, and then again, after a couple of minutes running, he will soften up and feel a lot better, because now he's been sitting in this almost the same position for since how many hours are we out in the race now?
Oh, we've been out there for a while.
For 9 hours and 20 minutes have these guys been competing so far today.
Yeah. Let's see if we can have a small chat with one of the athletes here.
You did it.
Vasilis, hi.
Hi,
How are you doing?
fine.
It stands Extreme by choice on your T-shirt.
Yeah,
You still stand by that?
yeah, it's my motto.
Yeah. You still mean it?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. You still mean it?
Yeah.
What is the plan for the run now?
to have a fast pace, to be for the top in 160 position.
Yeah, and there's
To catch about 20 people.
yeah, and that's a good thing. It's easier to chase than to be chased.
Yeah,
But it's a good day so far.
yeah. We have a little rain, but it's okay. This is Norseman.
Yeah, so you have to be prepared for the worst, and we hope you have a really good trip now and start hunting.
Thank you. I have to go to catch the.
Yeah, you have to run now.
Yeah, bye.
Fantastic motto and fantastic athletes. And as he says, you know, he has to catch up with quite a lot of guys, but again, everything is possible this year.
Absolutely. If you are a good runner now, the time is yours.
I think maybe we have been in T2 just long enough.
Yeah, we can just show very quick if it's possible to pan all the way, because here at the end of T2, there behind the Land Rover Defender, they're showing to the athletes which number they are running out. So when our friend now is running out, he's number 178.
A good thing, but it can be quite tough mentally as well.
So he has to pass 18 runners. So maybe we will see him later today,
Yes, so.
pacing up Zombie Hill.
Yeah, I guess so. And a lot of the athletes which we see now will, of course, show up in the later live streams at our YouTube channel, and we cheer just as much for everyone. But you know, we start to get to know some of these people. We have seen them all day long.
So we're going to move on a little further on the run, and stay tuned. We'll be back in.
We'll see when we meet interesting people. We will stop.
We have a little bit more time now, so it's easier to stop.
But, again, follow us on social media, follow the live stream, and thank you again for watching.